Hi, I'm Mindy. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my March book haul, and it's a big one. I think I have 16 books here. I thought it was going to be a month where I didn't get as many books. I thought I was only going to have 2, but that didn't exactly work out like planned. I ended up going shopping at Barnes & Noble and the used bookstore and found way too many things, and I'm not mad about it because I am really excited about all of these books. So let me show you what I got. First, I have 2 books from subscription boxes. The first one is from Persephone Light Company, which has quarterly boxes that have themed candles, other goodies, and a book. And the winter box had this book, The Haunting Season, which is 8 ghostly tales for long winter nights. Perfect for the winter theme. And from what I've read about these, they are a new take on classic ghost stories. I do love ghost stories, and so a lot of them have a gothic feeling to them. I think one, it says, is more of a folk horror type thing. So I'm excited to read that. Probably won't get to it until next winter, since winter is drawing to a close. It's pretty much time for spring, right? But I also got from Book of the Month, The Paris Apartment by Lucy Foley. This is a book that I've been excited to read. I love the colors on this cover, and I love Paris. I love that architecture on that apartment building. Very cool. Anyways, I can't wait to read that one. So that's a thriller taking place in a Paris apartment. That's really all I know. And when I went to the used bookstore, I found a bunch of used thrillers and from well-known authors and books that I've been wanting to read. So I really looked out there. I found Magic Hour by Kristen Hanna. I don't know if this is a thriller, actually. So this takes place in the Pacific Northwest in the Olympic National Forest. A young 6-year-old girl appears and she's not talking. Something has obviously happened to her, and so I think they bring her to a child psychologist, and they have to figure out what happened to this little girl. I got The Safest Lies by Megan Miranda, and this is about a woman who doesn't leave her home for years and years, 17 years, ever since she escaped being kidnapped, and she has a baby from her attacker. So, but one day the mom disappears, and the child, who is now a teenager, has to try to figure out what happened to her. I found The Snowman by Joe Nesbo. I've heard really good things about this thriller, translated from Norwegian. And The Breakdown by B.A. Paris. I've heard good things about B.A. Paris's thrillers, and I already have Behind Closed Doors on my Kindle, and this is one that I've almost bought a couple of times, and then when I saw it at the used bookstore, I had to have it. Then The Life We Bury by Allen Eskens. This is about a man who interviews someone who has spent 30 years in prison for murder and is now in a nursing home, interviews him about his whole life and finds out how much goes into a person's life and what led up to him being in prison for 30 years. Sounds so good. The last thing I found in my used bookstore was not a used book at all. It was brand new. It was in cellophane. Sometimes my used bookstore gets brand new books. And this one I could not pass up. It's this beautiful edition of the complete tales and poems of Edgar Allan Poe. And the slipcase cover. Hardback. It's got raven end papers. It's just beautiful. I had a really terrible copy of some of the stories from Edgar Allan Poe that I read, and I loved every single story, and I've been looking for a really good copy, reasonably priced, and I'm glad I found this one. And then, lastly, is the books that I got at Barnes & Noble. Barnes & Noble was having a big sale. A lot of really great books were on sale, and I picked them up. And I also picked up some full-price books from the horror section because I just wanted them. Like I do. First, when I went to Barnes & Noble, I bought myself a coffee, and this book was for sale for $5 if you bought anything from the cafe, so I picked it up. When No One Is Watching by Alyssa Cole, which is about the gentrification of a Brooklyn neighborhood with a sinister twist. A thriller that I've been keeping my eyes on. And then from the horror section, I picked up Theme Music by T. Marie Vendelli. And I've heard about this one on BookTube that it's pretty good. This is about the only survivor of a crime in which a father kills his entire family. And this is 25 years later, follows the only survivor's story. And I can't wait to get into that one. And then I picked up 3 Darcy Coates books. One is The Haunting of Lee Harker. I've heard good things about this one, that it's a pretty creepy one. Ghost story. And then I bought the next 2 books in the Black Winter series by Darcy Coates. Whispers in the Mist, Silence in the Shadows. I have read book 1, I have book 2, and now I have 3 and 4. So I can't wait to read that. It's kind of apocalyptic, supernatural-ish. And then Pearl by Josh Malerman, which was originally published as On This the Day of the Pig and has been re-released as Pearl. And now I finally get to have a copy. Hardcover, beautiful. I do enjoy Josh Malerman's writing. Then I got 2 more books, thrillers, that were on sale, 40% off, that I've heard really good things about. First one is Good Neighbors by Sarah Langan, and The Push by Ashley Audrain. This one is about a small suburban area and then The Push is about a mother and daughter, I believe, and it's psychological. Those are all the books that I picked up in March, and let me know if you've read any of these and what you think of them. Which books should I prioritize? Let me know, good and the bad, and I will be back very soon with another book-related video. Thanks.